Vote for Climate Action lawn sign campaign began as two individuals, Laura Stewart and Grant Gilchrist, who in fact put their money into signs that were in the 2019 federal election. But early in 2020, the signs coming out of the Calgary Climate Hub were seen by myself with the Regina Council of Canadians. And so when we approached the Regina EnviroCollective to utilize the same signs for the fall provincial and municipal elections, everything fell into place. With seed money from the Regina chapter and with the enthusiasm and collaboration and support from many organizations in Regina, Saskatchewan, Prince Albert, signs were made, and then the campaign began.
Here you can see just some of the photographs of some of the candidates that took us up on the offer to pose with the sign, and people just from around the city as well. We used it in a social media campaign because it was easy to reach the people that we needed, and based on the media relations that EnviroCollective had already enjoyed because of the climate strikes, we got a lot of media attention, and it was really good to see how all of these different organizations and people came together to make an issue for the elections on all levels, based on the science, not on politics. We kind of felt that we need to unite behind the science. We need to get this message out and start these conversations, because even though Saskatchewan is generally considered fairly flat, environmentalism is uphill. So our contribution was to just get that message out however we could, as much as we could, and raise that awareness. And I think we did great with that. Also, especially because of Paul Deschênes working with Saskatchewan Environmental Society on a survey. Even though 52% of the candidates answered, which is quite low and disheartening, the majority of the ones that did answer in a favorable way were elected. So we were very proud of that.
Yeah, I'm just going to wrap up here saying that there were demonstrations that happened with the signs, and also the collaboration with Fridays for Future, and that Amy Snyder from the board of EnviroCollective also organized some art installations with the signs that were lots of fun and generated some attention and media coverage there. So there was lots of activity around these signs, and the survey, I believe, yes, you did. And so there's lots of people who were involved. This wasn't just Council of Canadians and EnviroCollective, and this involved lots of other folks. And also a thank you to the whole board of EnviroCollective for the different roles that they all played. And for us, we see this as just the beginning. These signs can be used again and again in elections in the future. Kind of like we borrowed the idea from the Calgary Climate Hub. Other places can borrow this idea or use this same concept in relation to climate change, or also other issues too. So other issues that people care about and they want to make important in for discussion on in the elections, there could be signs utilized for other issues too. So we just see this as the beginning, and we hope that this takes off as a way to engage folks in an election around any particular issue, wherever people want to do this work. So I think that covers everything, and we really appreciate this recognition from the RCE once again. So thank you so much for that as well.